Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Amagyanatimirandasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chakkhurunimilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Soyam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaisnavanam Cha Shirupam Sagrajatam Saganasi Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Litam Shri Visakam Vitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Vancha Kalpatrivasya Kurpa Sindhuvaiva Cha Patitanam Pavanabhya Vaishnavya Namo 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 Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshnaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Deve Gauravani Picharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pasat Desatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna. So today is very auspicious Ekadashi day, Nirjala Ekadashi. Actually, this real Nirjala Ekadashi means actually it's not just fasting. Nirjala Ekadashi, Upavasa means close to Krishna. And how we can close to Krishna? It is not just fasting. Fasting is austerity, but but it is not just fasting, but it is also to hearing and chanting. Nirjala means you do not touch anything other than what I mean to say, other than water. Similarly, real Ekadashi means we have to what we have to do, we have to always chant the holy name of the Lord and do not do anything, any other things. Let me share this one. I am not able to share to others. So this is whole idea of Ekadashi Upavas, means how to close to Krishna. The best way to close to Krishna, connected to Krishna. This is spoken by Sukadev Goswami. Sukadev Goswami, in this verse, it is said that how we can close, how can you connect to Krishna? Close to Krishna means unless we connect to Krishna, we cannot close to Krishna. So Sukadev Goswami in his Mangalacharan prayer, he say, Yat Kirtanam, Yasmaranam, Yadikhanam, Yadbandanam, Yasravanam, Yadarchanam, Lokosya Sadhya Vidunati Kalmasam, Tasmai Subhadra Sarvase Namo Namo. So he told 6 ways to connecting the God and the consequence of connecting to the God. He told that, let me offer my respectful obeisance unto the all auspicious Lord Krishna, about whom glorification, remembrance, audience, prayer, hearing, worship can at once cleanses the effect of all sins of the person. So here he says that, so in order to connect Krishna, the 6th way. What is the 6th way? He told that glorification, kirtayati iti kirtana. Kirtana is like glorifying the Lord. Remembering, smaranam. Audience, seeing the Lord. Prayers by bandhanam, and hearing by shravanam. In this way, 6th way, one can connect to God, and the repercussion or the ramification is that one can cleanses the effect of all sins. That is the byproduct. But real things is that we can easily connect, come to close to Krishna by process of this one. Therefore, Shastra say that one should always endeavor to glorify the Lord and hear about His glory. Shastra say that, this very beautiful verses, Shastra says that Shravanam, Kirtanam, Dhyanam, Harer Adbhuta Karmana, Janma Karma Gunanam Cha Tad Artha Akhila Chestatam. So we should endeavor for that purpose. What purpose? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Dhyanam. Hearing, Kirtanam means also chanting, also glorification. Kirtayati means glorification. And Dhyanam, remembrance. Harer Adbhuta Karmana. Adbhuta Karmana means wonderful activities of the Lord. Janma Karma Gunanam Cha. His birth, His appearance, His activities, His qualities. So we should glorify, and we should hear also, and we should remember or meditate on his glorious activities, His wonderful activities, Adbhuta Karmana. And we should endeavor for that every day. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. So that is the injunction of Shastra. Saravanam, Kirtanam, Dhyanam, Harer Adbhuta Karmana. If one is not doing, that is the very, very important injunction of Shastra. One has to always glorify, hear about the Lord. There is a beautiful verses is quoted also by Rupa Goswami. Yes, tutma sloko gunanubada sangyate abhikshana amangalam dhina. Oh, everybody wants auspiciousness. Today is also very auspicious Ekadasi day. To make it really auspicious Nirjala Ekadasi, it is not all about your fasting, even not taking water, but it is about yat uttama sloko gunanubada sangyate apikshanam amangalam hina. You want to court the all amangala and invoke auspiciousness. Then uttama sloko gunanubad. So we have to glorify. It is stated that the person who desires pure devotional service to Krishna should hear the narration of the Lord Uttama Sloka's glorious qualities. The constant chanting of which destroys everything inauspicious. Devotee should engage in such listening and regular daily assembly, should also continue his hearing throughout the day. So that is the injunction of Shastra. Throughout the days, we should in an assembly always listening and hearing. That is the injunction of Shastra Bhagavad. If we do that, then we can attain the pure devotional service, pure love of Godhead, which is the purpose of life, which is the goal of life. Prayojana. Prayojana means to get the love of Godhead. Prema Pumartha Mahan. The process has been given in the assembly. Therefore, in association of devotee, therefore today's topic is that right association is the greatest benediction. Because this kind of process of hearing the pastime of the Lord cannot be feasible in association of non-devotees, no. Because they are not interested in that. Only with devotee association, we will have opportunity to hear and glorify. Therefore, Shastra injunction, everybody should hear it in assembly, hear and glorify. It is stated that, it's a very good verse, very nice verse from 10:1:16. Vasudeva katha prasna pumsam trin punnantihi bhaktram prichakyam shrotrim tat pada salilam jatha. So this verse says that the Ganges emanating from the toe of Lord Vishnu purifies three worlds, the upper, middle, lower planetary system. Similarly, when one asks question about pastime characteristic of Lord Vasudeva, Krishna, three varieties of men are purified. The speaker, preacher who inquires, and people in general who listen. So all of them is purified if there is a Krishna Katha is going on. Hari Katha is going on. Therefore, it is always beneficial, auspicious to have a discussion of Hari Katha among the devotees particularly, or among the people if they want the auspiciousness in our life, in their life. It is stated in these beautiful verses, again, stressed so many, whole Bhagavatam from Canto 1 to Canto 12, that one point, that one thing is very much underlying, one thing is very much given emphasis, that is right association is the greatest benediction. We should have a right association to achieve success. In these verses, he says that sangam khalu sadhunam ubhayasam cha samataha. So, here sambhasana means discussion. When there is a congregation of devotees, the discussion, question, answer become conclusive to both speaker and audience. Thus, such a meeting is beneficial for everyone real happiness. If anybody wants real happiness, they should follow this process of discussing Harikatha in the assembly of devotees. That is the best benediction one can ask for the Lord. That is stated that this is the best benediction one can ask to the Lord. My Lord, give me that one so that I can have association of devotees. From Canto 1 to Canto 12, everywhere it is same thing has been very much emphasized. Very beautiful verses. He says that yāvat je māyā spṛṣṭā bhramāma karmabhiḥ tāvad bhavat-prasaṅgānāṁ saṅgaḥ syān bhave. These beautiful verses, it is stated that, dear Lord, as long as we have the prachetas, they are offering prayers, as long as we have to remain within this material world due to our material contamination, wander from one type of body to another, from one planet to another, we pray that we may associate with those who are engaged in discussing your pastime. As long as we are in this material world and transmigrating or fleeing from one species to another, one planet to another planet, but we are praying that we want the association of the devotees, particular devotees, those who are engaged in discussing your pastime. That kind of devotee, because without Harikatha, hearing Shravanam, Kirtanam, there is no possible of attaining bhakti. No way. We pray for this benediction life after life in the different forms on different planets. What a wonderful verse. What a beautiful verses. This is the best benediction that a devotee can ask of the Supreme Lord. This is also confirmed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sthane sthita sutigatam tanuban manubi. One may be one position and another according to destiny. But in any case, one must continue to hear about the activities and pastime of Supreme Lord, regardless of the circumstances. A pure devotee does not pray for liberation or cessation of cycle of birth and death, because he does not consider that important. The most important thing for a devotee is getting a chance to hear about the pastime and the glories of the Lord. The devotee who engage in the service of the Lord in this world will have the same opportunity in the spiritual world also. Thus, for a devotee, everything is in the spiritual world, for as long as he can hear about the pastime of the Lord. And whoever he can chant, Lord is personally present. Yatra gayanti madhavakta tatra tishtami narada. When the pure devotee assemble to chant, hear, talk about Supreme Personality of Godhead, the place where they assemble becomes Vaikuntha. That is the injunction of Shastra. Wherever there is a discussion of Harikatha, that place becomes Vaikuntha. Vigata kunta iti Vaikuntha. There is no kunta. Vigata kunta jasmad iti Vaikuntha. There is no anxiety there. Actually, it is true. One of the verses it is stated, Ayur harati by punsam udyam nastam chanyase. So every sunrise, the sun is plundering our life, or we are dragged towards the death. We are reducing our life. Ayur harati by punsam udyam nastam chanyase. Tomorrow I am going to reduce one day of our life. Everybody. But only person who is not reducing, rather he is dragged to Krishna. Who is that person? It is stated that that person is Khenanitya. What is that? Ayur harati by person. Tasyati yat khena nitya uttama sloka vartaya. So it is stated, by rising and by setting the sun decreases duration of life of everyone, except one who utilizes the time by discussing the topics of all good personality of God. That is true. That only person who is dragged to, not dragged by death, but dragged to Krishna, who is discussing the pastime of the Lord. So therefore, it becomes the Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha means there is no presence of Kuntha. Kuntha means Janma, Murtu, Jara, Vyadhi. Birth, death, old age, disease. These are called anxiety of life. So for the devotee, there is no need to pray to the Lord for transferal to the Vaikuntha world. A pure devotee can create Vaikuntha, Vrindavan, anywhere simply by chanting the glories of the Lord without offense. So prachetas for an opportunity, prays for the opportunity to hear the glories of the Lord in every form. Bhave, bhave. Bhave means every form of life. A living entity turns. See, this is the thing. Mama janmani janmani sare bhavatad bhaktir ahitukito. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also say that. My dear Lord, life after life, may I be fixed in your pure devotional service. So humility, out of humility, the devotee unfit, they consider himself unfit to transport to the spiritual world. He always thinks that he is contaminated by modes, nor there a need for a devotee to ask for freedom from the material nature. Devotional service itself is in the transcendental position. Therefore, there is no question of asking for the special quality. The conclusion is that a pure devotee is not anxious to stop repetition of birth and death, but always eager to associate with other devotees. That is the thing. Devotees do not understand this. They thinking that I alone may go. If you go alone, if you want to go fast, you can go alone. If you want to go far, you have to go together. Far means you have to go to Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha is already there. Therefore, the devotee do not want that, oh, let me transport to Vaikuntha, let me go back to Godhead. No. They are only eager to associate with other devotees. The association is very important because devotional service itself is Vaikuntha. Devotional service itself is Vaikuntha. Hearing and chanting itself is a Vaikuntha. We are in Vaikuntha when we are, just like Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati say, wherever there is the discussion of the topics of Hari, that place is called pilgrimage. That place is called the abode of the Lord, Vaikuntha. So therefore, devotee is always eager to associate with other devotees who are engaged in chanting and hearing about the glories of the Lord. So, what a wonderful verse. So therefore, right association. This is injunction of Shastra. A very nice thing Chanakya Pandit say that. Chanakya Pandit say that pratah nari, pratah nari prasanga. In morning, we should discuss about the woman. And he say that morning you should discuss about the gambling. Pratah and afternoon we should discuss about the woman, and evening we should discuss about the stealing. So that was a very much tricky verse. What is gambling means Mahabharata, and Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita is essence. So morning you should read Bhagavad Gita. Afternoon about Nari, woman. Woman means Ramayana. Because Ramayana is centered around the woman. Because of Sita adopted, whole Ramayana has been. Not only Sita, this Kaikai also took the benediction from Dasarath. As a result, Ram has to go to 14 years of exile. So everything centered around the woman. Therefore, we should read Ramayana in the afternoon. And in the at night, we should read about the Chora Prasanga. Why Chora Prasanga? Because Krishna is called butter thief. Navanita Choram, Chorogya Ghanam. So Krishna is say that Braje Prasiddham Navanita Choram. So Krishna is the topmost, foremost, notorious thief. So we should discuss about the Bhagavad Purana. So therefore, every whole 24 hours a day, satatam kittantam mam jajanta chaduddavata namasanta chamam bhakta nitya yukta upasati. The symptoms of a devotee means always discussing about Krishna Katha, particularly Prabhupada say in association of devotee. That is very, very important. If we do not do that, we are condemned. Krishna say that, this is a beautiful verses, it is stated that they are condemned by the Supreme Lord. Such a person are condemned by the supreme order of the Lord because they are averse to the nectar of the activity of Supreme Personality of Godhead. They are compared to stool-eating hogs. They give up hearing the transcendental activities of the Lord, indulge in hearing abominable activities of materialistic person. This is all going on nowadays. WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Bollywood, Hollywood, all this politics, cricket, sports, all this is abominable activities of materialistic person. We are so much intoxicated, so much fascinated, so much captivated, so much enchanted, enamored by the glamour of this material world. We are so much interested to hear about the abominable activities of materialistic activity, abominable activities of materialistic person. They are compared, Shastra is telling, they are like animals. Those who are bereft of, those who are not interested in Krishna Katha, those who are not Krishna consciousness, they are like animals. But we are interested to learn about, hear about them. If somebody is interested to hear about all these things, all this person and their abominable activities, and they are condemned by the law, that is the repercussion. One end, one is glorified, one is so much derived auspiciousness by hearing Krishna Katha. Another thing that if you do not hear, you are condemned, because anyway you are going to hear. You cannot stop hearing. Either you hear Krishna Katha, mundane Katha, Mukunda Katha or mundane Katha. Mukunda means Krishna. Krishna's name is called Mukunda, Mukti Ananda. He giver of the Mukti Ananda. Therefore his name is Mukunda. Either you hear about Mukunda Krishna Katha or you have to hear about the mundane Katha. Either you hear Hari Katha or Haribul Katha. This mundane Katha is called Haribul, materialistic things. Gramya Katha na sunibe na kaibe. All this Gramya, unnecessary discussion, unnecessary talk. This is called Haribul, not Hari Katha, Haribul Katha. They are interested in Instagram, not interested in Nandagram. Krishna is the Lord of Nandagram. So that is the problem. So they are condemned here. Many places they are condemned in Bhagavatam. They are bereft of all auspiciousness. Not only condemned, they are bereft of all auspiciousness. It is stated this verse that, O my Lord, person who are bereft of all auspicious performance of chanting and hearing about your activities, your transcendental activity, are certainly unfortunate. They are also bereft of good sense. They engage in inauspicious activity, enjoying the sense gratification for a little while. Same thing, either you hear about Krishna or hear about Maya. So therefore they are not no auspiciousness, bereft of auspiciousness. Krishna Katha is auspiciousness. Sinmatam Sokatha Krishna Punya Sravana Kirtana Hudantustani Abhadrani Vidunati Sod. Punya means auspicious. Mangalam Vishnu, Mangalam Garuda Dhajja, Mangalam Mangalayatanu Hari. Mangalam Pundarikhyakam, Mangalayatanu. Full of auspiciousness. Sumangalam, very, very auspiciousness. Krishna Katha is so auspicious, just not the auspicious, is very auspicious. Sumangalam. There is a beautiful verses prayed by Gajendra. See, Gajendra's prayer is so nice, Krishna himself came to rescue him. That means the standard of his prayer is so intense, so profound, so dear to the Lord. So he prayed very nicely. He prayed that, so your Katha is Sumangalam, is not Mangalam, is very, very auspicious. Therefore, the devotee is always engaged in this Katha. So this is a beautiful verses. It says that ekanti najaschana kanchana artham vanchanti javai bhagavata prapanna ati adbhutam tacharitam sumangalam. Sumangalam means very, very. Su means very, very good. Sumangalam, very, very auspicious. Gayanta ananda samudra magna. So here it is said that Gajendra is praying. Very beautiful prayer by Gajendra. Gajendra Stuti. Unalloyed devotees who have no desire other than to serve the Lord, worship Him in full surrender, and always hear and chant about His activity, which are most wonderful and auspicious. Thus, they are always moored in an ocean of transcendental bliss. Such devotee never asks Lord for any benediction, because they have already got the highest benediction. As I told you that Prachetas praying, this hearing and chanting is itself is a greatest benediction in association of devotee, because without association you cannot. We need somebody to hear, somebody to talk and you hear. And we have to speak means somebody will be there to hear. So there is always an association of devotee. Association of devotee, only this hearing and chanting is possible. Tatang prasaṅgānāṁ mama vīrya samvinda. Lord Kapila very nicely spoke to devotee, his mother. Satang prasaṅgānāṁ mama vīrya samvinda bhavanti utkanna tasayana katha tajjosana tasu apavarga vartamani sradharati bhakti anukramishyati. So in association of pure devotee, discussion of the pastime activity of Supreme Personality of Godhead is very pleasing and satisfying to the ear and the heart. By cultivating such knowledge, one gradually becomes advanced on the path of liberation. Apavarga means liberation. Thereafter he is freed. His attraction becomes fixed. The real devotion, devotional service begins. That is the process of attaining pure bhakti. What is that process? Srimanti, Gayanti, Smaranti. Kunti Devi is saying that Srimanti, Gayanti, Smaranti. What is that? Srimanti, Gayanti, Smaranti, Aviksansa, Smaranti, Nandanti, Taiva, Tavhita Janaha, Saiva Paschanti, Atirena, bhava prasaṅgānāṁ. Atirena Tabakam. So by hearing Srimanti, Gayanti, Grinanti, Avikhyanaha, Kunti Devi is very nicely praying that by the process of this hearing, chanting, we can get all the benediction, we can stop this repetition of path. Of course, devotee do not want, pure devotee do not want. They want simply association of devotee, wherever they are, regardless their circumstances. How much important this hearing process, how much value, precious treasure. Chinvanti, Gayanti, Grinanti, Abhikhyanaha, Smaranti, Nandanti, Tavahita Janam, Taiva Paschanti, Achiren Tabakam, Bhava Prabha Padam Pujam. O Krishna, who continuously hear and chant, repeat your transcendental activities, or take pleasure in others doing so, certainly see your lotus feet, which alone can stop the repetition of birth and death. So this is very important thing. So even the pure devotees, they do not want this one. They do not want all these things. They do not want liberation. They do not want to go back to God at Vaikuntha. They want to hear. Wherever you hear Krishna say, Tatra tishtami narada jatra gayanti madabhakta. I am not in Vaikunthe, naham Vaikunthe vasami. I am not in Vaikuntha, Narad. Yoginam hude subha. I am not in yogi, those who are Himalaya, going to forest or Himalaya, meditating on me. Where you are, sir? Tatra tishtami narada jatra gayanti madabhakta. Simply by hearing, don't do anything, don't understand also. Prabhupada said that, what is my qualification? My Guru Maharaj saw me that I am interested in hearing. That is only my qualification, that my Guru Maharaj initiated me and shower his mercy. Simply I sit down and hear. I am interested to hear. I am eager to hear Krishna Katha. That was my qualification, Prabhupada said. My Guru Maharaj noticed it and he initiated me and gave his mercy. And he himself, Prabhupada said, I was not able to understand the philosophy also. Neither in English nor in Bengali also. But I was eager to hear. That is our qualification. Either I understand or don't understand, I should hear Krishna Katha. Krishna Katha is so powerful. Pravishtakanna, he will go inside and cleanses all our things. It brings all our spaciousness. It will give us the taste. We have no taste, it will bring us the taste. That is Krishna Katha. The pure devotee, they do not even want this liberation also. They want only Krishna Katha. I simply hear life after Mama Janmani Janmani Sare Bhavatad Bhakti Rahita. That is whole idea. You see, whole Bhagavatam from Canto 1 to chapter 12, so many characters are there, like Parikshit Maharaj. There are exalted devotees like Dhruva Maharaj, Prithu Maharaj, Vritasur, Prachetas. There are Prahlad Maharaj. Everybody is praying for one thing. You can notice whole Bhagavatam, if you go through Canto 1 to 12, one thing we can notice. What the pure devotee desires, what they want. They are so exalted that they can oblige Krishna to come. Dhruva Maharaj within 6 months obliged Vishnu to come in front of him. Vritasur, Prahlad Maharaj obliged Narsimhadev to come. Prachetas obliged Vishnu to become, Krishna to come. They are such exalted devotees. So we should follow their path, what they want. Mahajana Jana Katasa Pantha. What is their prayer? We should imbibe their mood. What they pray and why they pray like this. You see, we can go through the Parikshit Maharaj. How Parikshit Maharaj is praying. So Parikshit Maharaj, when he is about to die, like he has got only 7 days to die, and he retired from the life, retired from his family life. He gave his kingdom to his sons Janmajaya. He went to bank of Ganges to fast unto the death, just like we are fasting today. He was fasting without water also, nirjala for 7 days. How he can sustain? Because of Harikatha. So he very nicely says, the beautiful prayer by Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj says that, again offering obeisances to all you Brahmanas, I pray that if I should again take my birth in material world, I will have complete attachment to unlimited Lord Krishna's association with his devotee, to the unlimited Lord Krishna, association with his devotee and friendly relationship with living entity. He told that again I have to take birth, never mind. Like the snake comes, bites me, I don't care. But every time I take birth, I need 3 things. I need the association of Krishna, attachment to Krishna, and association with devotees. He wants the association of devotees. See, Parikshit Maharaj is an example that how association is important. If you see also cantos, this is canto Narada Muni also. Narada Muni, he was a child. He is an ordinary child. He is a son of maid servant. But how he became celestial stage? Because of association. He himself said to Vasudev, how I become from a child to become a celestial sage? What is this humongous transformations, spiritual transformation that of Narada Muni is a great devotee, exalted devotee. How he become a child to simply by association? Try to understand that importance of right association. Uchista lepana anmudita dijjo. He said that by once only by their permission I took the remnant of their food. By so doing, all my sins were at once eradicated. Thus being engaged, I become purified in the heart. At that time, very nature of transcendentalist become attracted to me. He told, by associating with devotee and taking their remnant of the food, I become devotee, I become Narad. I become Narad, from ordinary child to become Narad. See? And he said that what he did, he was hearing about them. Oh Vasudev, in that association, by the mercy of those great Vedantists, I could hear them describe the attractive activities of Lord Krishna. Thus I listened attentively. My taste for hearing of the personality of Godhead increased at every step. See, by hearing, you can get the taste more and more. If I have no taste, fine. Just like a jaundice patient. He has no taste for chocolate, candy. If he candy take, it's like a bitter for him because he is diseased. We are like a jaundice patient. Rupa Goswami say, we are like a jaundice patient. We are suffering from jaundice. So Hari Katha is like a bitter for us. But this is the medicine. Tava kathamrutam tapta jivanam kavibiriditam. Gopis are praying Gopi Geet. Tava kathamrutam. Your katha is amrutam. It's like a nectar. It's like a medicine. Bhavasudo. This is called bhavasudo. This is a medicine for us. Because we are all disease condition. The medicine is Harikatha. This is called bhavasudo. Sutaviva. This beautiful verses. He say that bhavasudo is a medicine actually. In these verses it is say that very nice verse. Nirbutat seir upagiyamanat bhavasudo sotra manoviraman ka uttam sloke gunanubala. This is the right medicine. It's a medicine for us because we are jaundice patient. We are conditioned soul. We have no taste for Krishna. We have so much interested to hear about Bollywood songs. We are not interested in hearing or movie song or movie talk, hero talks, all the things. We have no interest for Harikatha. Therefore, it is said that description of the Lord are the right medicine for conditioned soul undergoing repeated birth and death. Because of we have no interest for hearing Krishna Katha, we are so much into Bollywood, Hollywood, cricket, everything. Therefore we are taking birth after birth, repeated birth and death in this material world. So this is the right medicine to stop our repeated birth and death. Who will not be attracted to take medicine? Supposing a diseased person is COVID, if somebody gives some medicine, he will definitely take. Only a fool who want to suicide, he will not take medicine. Otherwise, everybody should take. Devotee must take it. Devotee who are not interested in hearing, they are neophyte, they are belling class, Dandavat class, Prabhupada said, third class devotee, those who are not interested in hearing. They are called Dandavat class. They go and Dandavat, no hearing, nothing. Belling khali, bell. That's all. Ringing, worshipping only, no hearing. Hearing is very, very important throughout the Bhagavatam. It is said that hearing is very, how Narada Muni become, by hearing from them, he become great sage. In cantos, this is canto 1. Canto 2, if you see Bhagavatam, there is a beautiful verses. He say that how devotee association can cleanse our heart. All the different kind of worshipper of multi-God can attain the highest perfectional benediction, which is spontaneous attraction unflinchingly fixed upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Only by the association of pure devotee of the Lord. Everybody, all the worshipper of other demigods, this God, that God, all worshipper, they can get the unflinching devotion for the Supreme Lord, which is the highest goal, highest achievement. Prema Pumartha Mahan. Our highest achievement is just like they say that, what is your highest achievement? Oh, I want to climb Mount Everest. That is my highest. I want to become Olympian gold medalist. I want to become chess champion, or that world champion. Norway, this some classic chess is going on, something like that. But here it says that the highest Shastra, but scripture says that highest achievement is that Prema Pumartha Mahan, when you attain the love of Godhead. That is the highest. There is nothing more than that. There is nothing. Yam labdacham paramalabham. If you gain that love of Godhead, that is the highest love. Parama means supreme. There is nothing beyond. Just like Supreme Court. Nothing beyond Supreme Court. It is supreme. Krishna also say that. It's not like that we are just sentimentally saying, oh, this is love of Godhead is highest. But Krishna himself is saying, the God himself saying that bhaktim labdhavata sadhava kimanyada vishyasate. Krishna himself said that what more remains to be accomplished for the perfect devotee after achieving devotional service unto me. There is nothing left. That is the highest. And that highest can get by association of pure devotee. One cannot get himself. It is not sold somewhere in grocery shop, somewhere in Instagram, Facebook. No. We have to click, pay and get it. No. With association of devotee. কৃষ্ণা যে তোমার কৃষ্ণা দিতে পারো তোমার শক্তি আছে আমি তো কাঙ্গাল কৃষ্ণা কৃষ্ণা বলি ধায়ে তব পছে পছে Bhakti Vinod Thakur say that I am a beggar, I have no Krishna, I am begging, I am running after you. Oh Vaishnavas, Thakur, I am running after you because Krishna is sold to you. Krishna is with you, you can only give Krishna. That is, this is true actually. Krishna say, I am not independent, already I sold out. Just like picture is sold out. Where can I get a ticket? A ticket we can get from a blacker. Because blacker has the access of this thing. They have captured the ticket. Similarly, Krishna is sold out to the devotees. Ahami bhakta pradhina or satantra ibhade. Krishna say, I have no independent because I am sold out to Krishna, sold out to my devotee. Sadhava grasta udaye bhaktair bhakta jana priya. Sadhava grasta udaye. I am completely sold out to my devotees. You cannot get me anywhere. Just like Durvasa Muni, he came. This verse spoke to Durvasa Muni. Durvasa Muni came to Vaikuntha. My Lord, you help me. Your Sudarshan Chakra, your chakra is running behind me. Please protect me. So what can I do? Although he is my chakra, because I am myself is sold out to my devotee. I cannot do anything, sir. Durvasa Maharaj was astounded, flabbergasted by the statement. What is this? Yes, Lord is sold out. Lord say, I am sold out. And he realized that he is sold out to devotee. Let me go to devotee, Ambrish Maharaj. After going to Ambrish Maharaj, Sudarshan Chakra stopped. That is the thing. That is the power of devotional service. That is power of association of devotee. Because Lord is sold out to devotee. You have to get it from the devotee, not directly. Because Krishna is already sold out. How can you get it? Somebody is sold out. How can you get it? It is not there. Therefore, Krishna say, no. I am not there anywhere. Sadhava hudame maham sadhana megamete. I am in the heart of the devotee. Devotee are in my heart. I do not know anybody. And they do not know anyone. So therefore, only process of getting Krishna is through association. True to the aphorism, it says that a person is known by his company. Yes. So with association only a person is judged. You are judged by your association. Without association of devotee, there is no possibility. There are so many verses in this regard that it is stated that so many other verses. Durva Maharaj also see praying. Durva Maharaj saying praying that before that there is the third canto, there is a very nice verses. Prabhupada used to quote it. Therefore we should quote this verse. Prabhupada used to quote this. Saeva sadhu saṅgaḥ ye samsrita hetur astattu vihita diya saeva sadhu sukrishta nisangasya kalpate. There is another verses. This same verses is there in 20. प्रसंगम अजरम पासम आत्मन कावय विदु सएव साधुषु कृतं मोक्षोद्धारम अपावृतम. Every learned man knows very well that attachment for material is the greatest entanglement of spirit soul. But that same attachment, when applied to self-realized devotee, opens the door of liberation. So how the association, right association is the greatest blessing, greatest benediction. Very beautiful verses. Prabhupada used to quote this verse frequently. And our Durva Maharaj, see Durva Maharaj, you should learn, imbibe their mood. Durva Maharaj's mood is like this. What is his mood? Durva Maharaj prayed to Lord, oh unlimited Lord, kindly bless me so that I may associate with great devotee who engage in your transcendental loving service constantly, as the waves of a river constantly flow. Such transcendental devotee are completely situated in an uncontaminated state of life. In the process of devotional service, I shall surely able to cross the ancient ocean of material existence. which is filled with waves of blazing fire like dangers. It will be very easy for me, for I am becoming mad to hear about your transcendental qualities and pastime which are externally existent. Eternally existent. See how the Dhruva Maharaj is asking. He is not asking. He was initially, his mood was, his purpose was to ask for some material benediction, a kingdom which is greater than even Brahma. But when he saw the Lord, there is a transformation of his heart. Then he is asking this benediction that I do not want anything. I want to associate with your devotee, those who are constantly engaged in hearing and chanting your glory. Because by this process, I can cross the ocean of material suffering, material existence, which is like insurmountable, very difficult, very full of danger, like a blazing fire. Taipusam. Taipusam is nothing. The material existence is like a forest fire. How can you cross the forest fire? Supposing you are other side of the forest, or you are caught, not other side even, you are caught in the forest fire. How can you cross it? You will be burnt. You will be burnt. Only way you can get out. How? By the association of devotee. Because by association of devotee, Dhruva Maharaj is telling, I am becoming mad to hear about the pastime of the Lord. The association of devotee like a rain cloud. Only way, supposing you are caught in a fire or a forest fire, not only ordinary fire. Ordinary fire you may jump out, maybe firefighter will come and rescue you. But if you are caught in a fire, forest fire, how can you rescue? Therefore, early morning you are praying, Sansara dava nanidhalo Ranaya karunya ghana ghanatam. Sansara, Karuna means this ocean of this rain cloud of mercy. We need rain cloud of mercy. When rain cloud of mercy, then fire will extinguish. We can easily cross. Nothing will happen to it. That is the way. This is the way Dhruva Maharaj is praying. I want to associate with devotee who are always chanting and glorifying you. Further, he also prayed very nicely, Lord, who have a lotus navel. If a person happens to associate with a devotee whose heart always hanker after your lotus feet, seeking always their fragrance, he is never attached to material body and in a bodily relationship to offspring, friend, home, wealth, wife, which are very, very dear to materialistic person. Indeed, he does not care for them. That is the symptoms. How to detach? Very difficult to detach from the material thing. I am so attached to Facebook, my wife, my children, my family, my wealth, my Instagram, my Insta reel, my Insta handler, so and so forth. But how can I detach? I cannot detach by artificially or by my effort. Simply process. I want to simply associate with the devotee of the Lord. It's easy for me. Easy to disassociate with all materialistic things. The change of transformation will come, just like Narada Muni transformed. Transformation will come. Purification will come. So Krishna consciousness is a purification process. And that purification process is possible by the association of devotee. Because association of devotee, one get a chance to hear. Therefore Prabhupada says that why I have established so many centers in the world. To give the opportunity to conditioned soul, the materialistic person, to hear about Krishna Katha. That is my purpose of establishing the center. Actually, Krishna, if you go to temple and see the deity, actually Krishna say, there is a verse is saying that Sute Akhita, Krishna is here not through eyes, through ears. Through ears Krishna can see. If somebody is hearing, he can see the Lord face to face. Not by seeing the Lord going to our deity 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour, seeing, coming back. No. Those who are always hearing and glorifying the Lord, they can see the Lord face to face. That is stated also by Narad Muni. That is stated by Narad Muni. O best of king, one who is faithful, who is always hearing and glories, hearing the glories of Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is always engaged in the culture of Krishna consciousness and in hearing of the Lord's activities, very soon become eligible to see Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face. One can see the face to face. Krishna also said to Uddhava, same thing. I remember these verses, these beautiful verses, Uddhava. Krishna said to Uddhava that when a diseased eye is treated with medicinal ointment, it gradually recovers its power to see. Similarly, as a conscious living entity cleanses himself of material contamination by hearing and chanting the pious narration of my glories, he regains his ability to see the absolute truth in my subtle spiritual form. See, you can see the Lord, his Sachidananda form, by process of hearing and chanting. How it is important. I have not finished 4 canto. I have 12 canto, means how many verses are there that explain the important. Whole Bhagavatam is about important of hearing the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is only medicine. Particularly Chaitanya Mahaprabhu endorsed it. All other process Ramanand Rai proposed, suggested, put forth to Supreme Lord, to Lord Chaitanya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rejected everything. He told it is bahya, external. Tell me something very tangible where everybody can get benefit. Thane sthita sutigatam. You don't have to change. You are an engineer, be an engineer. You are a doctor, you are a grahastha, you are a banaprastha, you are a sannyas, you are a brahmana, kshatriya, vaishya, sudra, whatever the position, social position. You don't have to change the position. You have to change the disposition. You have to change that disposition, means you have to hear. Thane sthita sutigatam. Wherever you are, you simply hear about Harikatha. Gruhe taka bane taka sada hari sada bol hari dako. Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Now either you are in forest or in your house, in your office, always hear Krishna Katha. That is the medicine in this particular age. That is very effective medicine, hearing. Stane sthita sutigatam tanu manavi. Jito adito. What is the result? I can conquer the Supreme Lord, who is unconquerable. Lord, so many yogis, millions of bars, they are so much, austere than me. One day we are doing fasting Nirjala. How many days they are doing Nirjala? How they are sitting in the Himalaya, so much cold, and they are meditating. Still, Krishna say, oh, no. I don't want to be your master. Krishna refused to their master. There's a Brahma Samhita, it is said that, what is that? Brahma Samhita, the verse is there. It says that, fasting, I am forgetting the verse is there. It says that, Panthastu koti satavachara sampragamya, Vayu rathapi manasa munipangaman, Sopyasti asti prapadasimnya vichinta tattva, Govindamadi purusam tamaham bhajami. They may try millions of years, try to capture me with the speed of mind, light, so faster, or air, but they cannot capture me. Whereas devotees easily, they are not there, simple grahastha with family. You stay with family, never mind, but hear Krishna Katha every day. Tane sthita suti gatam jito adito. You can conquer the unconquerable Lord, just like Yashoda Maya. Yashoda Maya simply running after him is binding him, capturing him. Whereas Brahma, Lord Shiva, they are not able to capture. They are not able to capture, but Yashoda Maya is capturing. That is stated also. That is stated by Sukadev Goswami, 10:9, very nice. These 3 verses very nice. Neither Lord Brahma nor Shiva nor even the goddess of fortune, who is always better half of the Supreme Lord, can obtain from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, deliverer from his material world. Such mercy is received by Mother Yashoda. Mother Yashoda can bind, but the other cannot bind. Therefore, it is stated here that O Maharaj Parikshit, this entire universe with great exalted demigods like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Lord Indra is under the control of personality of Godhead. Yet the Supreme Lord has one special transcendental attribute. He comes under the control of his devotee. This was now exhibited by Krishna in this pastime, Damodar pastime. So easily, devotee easily capture him. We also can capture the Lord simply by process of hearing. Like Yashoda Maya is capturing. Jito, Jito. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu say, you can easily you can do this. ज्ञान प्रयास उदपस्य नमन्तैव जीवन्ति सन्मुखरितां भवदीय वर्तां स्थाने स्थित श्रुतिगतां तनुमन्मि ये प्रयास जीत अजितोपि त्रैलोक्यम. So it is stated here that your pure devotee certainly conquer your lordship, although you are otherwise unconquerable by anyone within the three worlds. Your sthane sthita sutigatam, wherever you are, you just simply hear about Krishna Katha. With your mind, word, body, word, mind, offer all respect to description of your personality and activity, dedicated their life to their narration. Always interested in hearing. Regular basis. Nityam bhagavata sevaya. Nityam means always. Not like today I hear and next week. No. Every day. Then you see the difference. Krishna will come and compacted, enter into the heart. Krishna say, I enter into the heart. Pravishta kannara andhrena. I enter into the heart through years and stay here. Because Hari Katha attracts Hari. Even this Prithu Maharaj, we will see a little bit of Prithu Maharaj, because 12 canto, up to 12 canto, it will go another 1 hour to finish. So many verses are there. Entire canto, everywhere, the same thing emphasize of hearing the pastime of the Lord in association of devotees. My dear Lord, I therefore do not wish to have benediction of merging into your existence, a benediction in which there is no existence of nectarian beverage of your lotus feet. I want the benediction of at least 1 million of years, for thus I may be able to hear about the glories of your lotus feet from the mouth of your pure devotees. Millions of years, Prithu Maharaj wants. How much important hearing. Even we can see the Bhutasur. Not only Bhutasur, we go to 5th canto. We go faster, we can finish 12th canto, one verse. Dear Lord, unless one worship the lotus feet of great devotee, one will be conquered by the illusory energy. His intelligence will be bewildered. Indeed, he who has not been carried away by the waves of material enjoyment, which are like poison. Your illusion. See, here it is said that without worshipping the lotus feet of great devotee, one cannot. Therefore, it is very important, association of devotees. There are so many verses in this regard, spoken by spoken in this canto also. My dear King Rahugana, unless one has the opportunity to smear his entire body with dust of the lotus feet of great devotee, one cannot realize absolute truth. Therefore, association of devotee only we can understand God. One cannot understand God by himself. No. So many verses in this regard, no. In 5th canto. We will go to 6th canto also. There is one beautiful verses from 5th canto. Prahlad Maharaj spoke also. He said that by associating with person whom the Supreme Personality of God and Mukunda is all in all, one can hear of his powerful activity. That is the thing. Why you are associating? Devotee association means Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu. Hearing and chatting. No chit-chatting, no gossiping, nothing. Simply hearing about powerful activity. Soon come to understand them. The activities of Mukunda are so potent that simply by hearing them, one immediately associates with Lord. Immediately. That is the potency of the Mukunda Katha, not mundane Katha. Mukunda Katha is so potent, as soon as you hear, we are associating with Supreme Lord. That's why we want to associate with devotees, those who are always hearing. 6th canto is Sixth canto is Ajamil. Ajamil also associate with this Vishnudutta. He become also, uh, he went back to Godhead. He purified in sixth canto. Then sixth canto is very important of Vritasura. Vritasura is also playing the same thing. Vritasura is Chitrakut in his previous life. He was caused by Parvati to become a demon, but he's a devotee demon, not like a demon. O my Lord, O Supreme Personality of God, and may I again able to be a servant of your eternal servant who finds shelter only at your lotus feet. O Lord of my life, may I again become their servant so that my mind always think of your transcendental attribute. My word always glorify those attributes. My body always engage in the loving service of your Lord. Very beautiful verse. He is praying that Vritasura, I want to become a servant of the God, a devotee, so that I will have opportunity to think about, remember you, hearing about your glories. Vritasura is very nice. 4 verses are there. The 2 verses is speaking mostly about the association. O my Lord, my Master, I am wandering throughout the material world as a result of my fruitive activity. Therefore, I simply seek the friendship and the association of your pious and enlightened devotees. Very nice word. My attachment to my body, wife, children, and home is continuing by the spell of your external energy. But I wish to be attached to them no longer. Let my mind, my consciousness, everything I have to be attached only to you. He wants a solution. He wants to friendship with the association of devotees. Prahlad Maharaj also praying same thing. Prahlad Maharaj prays that I want also association. Every devotees have a same mood. They want association so that they can hear the Lord's glories. O my Lord Nrsimhadev, by engaging your transcendental loving service in association of devotee who are liberated soul Hansas, I shall become completely uncontaminated by the association of 3 modes of material nature. Be able to chant the glories of your Lordship who are so dear to me. I shall chant your glories following exactly the footstep of Lord Brahma, his disciplic successor. In this way, I shall undoubtedly be able to cross the ocean of Nisan. He also wants the association of devotees so that he can hear. Gajendra also praying, I showed you was Ekantina Jasya. He wants to associate with the Lord. Even 9th canto also, who is the 9th canto? 9th canto also, the prayers are there that we are praying. Everywhere there is a prayer. Prahlad Maharaj, so many prayers are there. Then Muchukunda also praying, I want the association. So in this way, whole 10th canto, 9th canto, everywhere the same thing has been established throughout the Bhagavatam. When the materialistic life of wandering soul has ceased, oh Achyuta, he may attain association of your devotee. When he associate with them, there awakens in him devotion unto you, who are the goal of the devotee, Lord of the cause, Lord of all cause and the effect. The goal of the devotee means devotion unto you. That is possible by Brahmanda Brahmito Kono Bhagyavana Jiva, Guru Krishna Krupa Pavuva, by association of devotee. Without association, we cannot. Bhaktya sanjayate bhaktya. So in this way, whole things is given, is association of devotee is very much stressed. So we'll complete with 11th canto, so many verses is there, and we'll read these 2 verses, very important verses. He says that one should learn how to associate with devotee of the Lord by gathering with them to chant the glories of the Lord. This process is most purifying as devotees that develop their loving friendship. They feel mutual happiness, satisfaction. By thus encouraging one another, they are able to give up the material sense gratification, which is the cause of all suffering. By association of devotee, one can so much benefit. The next verse also he says that smarante smarantam. The devotee of the Lord constantly discuss the glories of personality of Godhead among themselves. Thus they constantly remember the Lord, remind one another his quality pastime. In this way, by their devotion to the principle of Bhakti Yoga, devotee please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is a way to how to please Krishna. Whole our thing is that pleasing Krishna. Pleasing Krishna means by the process of devotee association. When we are discussing about Krishna Katha and remembering his pastime, that pleases the Lord. Bhaktya tutasya bhagavana. That pleases the Lord. And we also advance. We become pure devotee. Being purified from all impediment, devotee awaken to pure love of Godhead. One can come to pure love of Godhead by the association of devotee and discussing, simply association with gossiping, psychology, philosophy. 5, 12, 13, there's a verse is there. In the assembly of pure devotees, there is no talk of politics, sociology, psychology, Bollywood, Hollywood, movie. No, only Krishna Katha, Hari Katha. And finally, one verses we will quote from the 12th canto, so that we can cover entire Bhagavatam, entire Bhagavatam. 12th canto already I quoted one verse, 12, 3:15. Then another verse is also there. Even the worst sinner or social outcast are purified just by hearing about, seeing the personality like you. Imagine how purified they become by directly speaking. So, is spoken by the yeah, simply by seeing the Lord, one can glorify. Seeing the devotee also same thing. One can easily purified, because devotee always speak about Krishna. Therefore, once you hear about them, associate with them, you hear, and you devotee means always talk about Krishna. Bodhonti parasparam kathanta cha mamanityam nista tustanti cha ramanti cha. Already I showed this verses 12 canto. Bhumi Gita is a very nice verse Rupa Goswami quoted. Rupa Goswami says, a person who desired to pure devotional service to Lord Krishna should hear the narration of the Lord Uttam Shloka, glorious quality, constant chanting which destroyed everything inauspicious. The devotee should engage in such listening regular basis. This association of devotee very, very important. So many other verses is there. See, association of devotee is so important. This say that the devotee of the Lord, 11:11:25. In 11:11:48, 2 verses we will show and finish this class. One who has obtained pure devotional service by association of my devotees. You cannot obtain pure devotional service by associating with materialistic person. My devotee always engage in worshipping me. Thus he very easily goes to my abode, which is revealed by my pure devotee. Only pure devotee, bhaktya sanjayate bhaktya. Only pure devotee can give you the pure devotion. You cannot get from others. And finally, one more verses will complete. There are so many verses, it will go on, and whole Bhagavatam is all about this association of devotee, hearing about Krishna Katha, hearing and glorifying. My dear Uddhava, I am personally ultimate shelter, way of life for saintly liberated person. Thus, if one does not engage in my loving devotional service, which is made possible by associating with my devotees, see, then for all practical purpose one possesses no effective means for escaping from material existence. No way. No effective method. Only way is association of devotee. Therefore, Krishna also say that what is that? Only through association of devotee only we can. Tesum nityam mahabhaga. Oh, greatly fortunate Uddhava, in the association of such saintly devotees, there is a constant discussion of me. Those partaking in this chanting, hearing my glories, are certainly purified all sin. Then next verses onwards, he is telling they will get pure devotional service, which is the highest. Krishna himself is saying. Therefore, it is said that one of the verses I forgot, that there may be so many faults in the material world, but one good thing, that is association of devotee. I think I'll find out, that is 25, 145 or something. I forget that verse. So these verses say that by one thing is very good, that is association with devotee. I forget this verse. So this is the one verses is there. It say that there may be so many difficulties, so many fault, but there is one good thing is that by associating with devotees, that is the most important thing. By associating devotee, one can easily go back. Therefore, it is said that to another verses also. It is stated here. Prabhupada say that Men become strong, stout, eating sufficient grain. But the devotee who simply eats ordinary grain, but does not taste the transcendental pastime of the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna, gradually become weak, fall down from the transcendental position. However, if one drinks but a drop of nectar of Krishna pastime, his body, mind begin to bloom, he begins to love, sing and dance. So therefore, simply eating, sleeping, no. You have to hear about the pastime of the Lord. Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam. That is the important thing. If you do not hear, then that is no meaning of this. So thank you very much. We'll stop here. I could not find that verses somewhere in CC. He say that there's so many faults, but one good thing is that by hearing your thing, by hearing about, by devotee association is the only thing. Otherwise, everything is full of faulty. In material world, there's full of fault. But only good thing is that by association of devotee is the good thing in the material world. And to end with that verses, but I could not find that 24 something, some 24 275 or 285. So, so thank you very much. So we will stop here. Mantrasam bhavatam ki jai, jai Nirjala Ekadasi ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol.